Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the new Marvel Legends Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales version from the Space Venom wave. I just reviewed Hobgoblin, the link for that will be on the screen right now, so check that out. It'll also be in the description below. And then on the back of the box here we have a small bio and also a picture of the regular Peter Parker Ultimate Spider-Man. And then down here we have everyone else in the wave, along with the Space Venom Build-A-Figure, which I cannot wait to take a look at. So, let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a closer look. And here we have Miles Morales, aka Ultimate Spider-Man, out of the packaging here on the left. Now there's one thing that this figure is lacking that I'll get to in the articulation segment that the figure on the right there does actually have. You might be able to see it already. Now that figure actually came out in the Amazing Spider-Man movie wave. So it's not technically Marvel Legends figure, but it technically is. It is made by Hasbro during the same period. And that one only came with like a kind of web shield kind of accessory, and I do definitely prefer the hands on the newer figure. It obviously comes with more as well. So let's take a look at some of those. So as you can see here, we've got a fist and a web slinging hand. Well, we have the alternate sides of those, so you get a pair of each, and then you also get a pair of wall crawling hands. So you get the same kind of interchangeable hands as you would get with any of the other more recent Spider-Man figures, which is very nice. But we also get an interchangeable head, which is fantastic. We get the unmasked Miles Morales head, which I think actually looks really, really good. The paint on the eyes is done pretty well. The hair, the sculpt is really, really nice. And the edge to the hairline as well is painted beautifully. There's no sloppiness right there, so it looks like he's got a nice clean haircut. Now the cool thing about these two figures is that they're actually about the same size, so just under 6 inches, so that is actually about half an inch to 3/4 of an inch shorter than most regular Marvel Legends. So here he is next to the Pizza Spider-Man figure, so as you can see there's a good size difference there. So we have a new teen body mold, this time in the male format, which is absolutely fantastic. We can get a lot more accurate sized characters now with this new body mold, so I do really like that. Now comparing these two figures here, we have a really, really new, nice sort of slim looking design right here. This guy does look pretty muscular, especially in the traps there. There's a big jump between the shoulders and the trap muscles right there that I don't really like. Also, this guy, as you can see, he does look a lot more kind of hunched over, which in a pose makes it look so much better. But just standing up straight, it definitely does not have the proportions really that the neck and trap area should have. His head is way too far forward. But in a nice crouching pose, like I had him in at the start, it does really look fantastic. Obviously, we have the hinge on the shoulder there that does make it look not all that great because it interrupts the paint, whereas here we have the webbing over the shoulder very nicely. It's uninterrupted. The red on this guy is a lot more vibrant than this guy, so the paintwork just looks a lot cleaner, especially when we come around to the back. This spider is quite washed out and faded by that black, whereas this one is really, really nicely done. Very, very nice indeed. Other than that, obviously the rest of the suit is just plain black except for the red on the fingers right there, which is done nice on both figures. And then here we have a kind of pearly, shiny, off-white eye, which does look pretty nice. It can look kind of yellow or brown in some light, but it does shine pretty well. But this one, just being the plain white, does actually just, it works well in contrast to the rest of the suit so much better, and I definitely like it a lot more. So this Miles Morales, if you can track it down, if it's cheap, if it's the only one you can choose between the two, I would definitely go ahead and pick this up. It's a fantastic figure, but this one is definitely the much better version out of the two. Not only do you get the interchangeable head and hands, but overall I do think it is just a better looking body. The one thing that this thing does have that this does not is the butterfly joint at the shoulder right here. You can get a lot more range of motion out those shoulders, which for a Spider-Man figure is a very nice thing to have. No, it is not needed, but this guy does not have it. Yeah, I definitely think that it does enhance any Spider-Man figure a hell of a lot in terms of posability. So the fact that this mold doesn't have it isn't that much of a problem, because obviously it's just a generic body mold that's going to be used for a lot of stuff, I reckon, over the coming months. But in terms of Spider-Man, would definitely be nice to have it. So the articulation that we do have, the head can look all the way up and down, left and right, and we get a little bit of pivot in there. The shoulders can come out to the side and go all the way around. Rotation of the upper part of the arm. The double jointed elbow works all the way, which is fantastic. Rotation and a hinge there at the wrist. The crunch is fantastic. It goes back and then forward loads, and it reveals, as you can see, more paint underneath, so that's really cool. Rotation at the waist, the legs come out really far to the sides, really far forwards, they go back. Rotation the upper part of the thigh, double jointed knees. Rotation at the boot, which isn't really necessary, but it's there. And the feet do go up a little bit, they go down, and we have an awesome ankle pivot. So apart from the butterfly joint, this figure has every piece of articulation that really you need in a Spider-Man figure. I think that the size is perfect, the accessories that it comes with are perfect, the look of it is awesome, like the webbing, none of it's sloppy or anything like that. Just everything about this figure is absolutely fantastic, and I definitely recommend that you go ahead and pick this thing up. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to check out more pictures of anything else from my collection, the link to my Instagram is in the description below. It's Homerino123. And to check out more Marvel Legends reviews just like the rest of this wave, it'll all be coming up very shortly after this video, then go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.